Hello, this is Mike from MFWoodShop. Today's going to be a Project 1515. If you don't know what the Project 1515 is, it's where I take $15 and 15 minutes and see what I can build. Today I'm going to build a couple sawhorses. I got a big delivery coming in tomorrow. I'm going to need a couple sawhorses to put them on. Believe it or not, I've never had sawhorses in my shop, so I'm going to knock a couple out today. I'm going to use these here. These are pretty inexpensive to buy. You can buy them at any big box store. You basically use 2x4s and these special little brackets. Really simple to make. During this video, I'm going to show you just a few ways to cut a 2x4. So you don't want to miss this episode, and stay tuned. So one method that I like to cross cut 2x4s with, as long as I got room for it, is my table saw. My table saw gives me the best cut in my shop, so that's the one I try to use the most. So you just use a cross cut sled, and like I said, if you got room for it on your table saw, you can easily cut a 2x4. In my particular case, I want my sawhorses about the size of my table saw as far as the height. And I figured out with the brackets and stuff, I need to measure the height that I want and subtract about 7.5 inches. And that'll give me about 35 inches on my table saw, or my sawhorses. So each leg, in my particular case, needs to be 27.5 inches. So the second method that you could use is a good old miter saw. Another thing you could use is a jigsaw and a square. You place the blade on the line, and then you bring your square up to the edge of the jigsaw. Then just run your jigsaw down the edge. And the last method I'm going to show you how to use is a circular saw and a square edge. Same thing with the jigsaw. You mark your line, you put your blade on the line, and you bring your edge up to the side of the circular saw. Of course, you got to have a good blade. I know what you're waiting on, me to cut one by hand. It's not going to happen. So the last piece I need to cut are the long pieces on the top of the sawhorse. I want mine somewhere around 48 inches. I got an 8 foot by 8 foot 2x4, so I'm just going to cut that in half, and that'll give me 2 pieces for 2 sawhorses. All right, let me show you a simplified version of what I'm going for here. These brackets hold 2 legs, one on each side, right here and right here. And then at the top it holds the long piece, and that's basically it. Then you put some screws in the bracket to hold the 2x4. Okay, I got the legs all done, and all I have to do now is put the structures in, and that's what this long piece of board for. And you simply just set it in. You can really put these anywhere you'd like. I'm going to put them in about a foot away from, roughly about a foot away from the edge. And I'm not going to be measuring or anything like that. Once you get it where you want it, just simply spread the legs into the top 2x4, and they have little teeth in there, and that will hold them until you get a couple screws in it. That's one sawhorse done. All right, a couple sawhorses knocked out. I've never had sawhorses in my shop, so I'm kind of looking forward to using them. I've used sawhorses in the past, I just never had them at my home. Real simple, easy DIY project for you, and really it only took about 15 minutes, and a couple 2x4s and a couple hardware kits, and that's about it. Real simple project, but I hope you enjoyed. And that's all I got for you today. I'll see you next time.